The New York Giants have placed the non-exclusive franchise tag on running back Saquon Barkley. He's Paul Dottino. I am John Schmeelk. And Paul, that means Saquon Barkley will be a member of the New York Football Giants in 2023, and for a contract number of $10.09 million on that tag.
Yeah, Barkley, we all know, had this tremendous comeback season this year where many people think he was even better than he was as a rookie when he was the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year. Third 1,000-yard season in 5 years with the Giants. You know, those 2 injury-plagued years in the middle of that deal. But Saquon Barkley, I mean, what can you say about him other than he is an offensive weapon? Don't even think of him as a running back, John.
Yeah, entering his 6th season, he will be coming back off of a career best, Paul, 1,312 rushing yards, 10 touchdowns, 4.4 yards per carry as well. And he caught 57 passes for 338 yards. As you mentioned, he gets used in every facet.
Yeah, he really does. And I think the important thing to remember when you look at the improvement in his game over his time in the NFL is, A, he's running with more authority vertically, which a lot of people would say earlier in his career he was a little bit too eager to cut it outside, go horizontal, and try to dance a bit. Well, he cut down on that an awful lot this year. And the other thing is, quite frankly, he's become a tremendous amount better in picking up the blitz. When he first got here at Penn State, he was not a guy who did a lot of blitz pickups. But over the course of the time he's been with the Giants, he has now gotten adept to where he's no longer a liability back there. Now, he may not necessarily eliminate a guy in the backfield, but he's pretty good at it now. Functional for sure. And that's a big improvement in his game. He worked hard at it, and it showed.
And he made big strides at the ends of games this year. He helped close out games.
Yes.
Go back to week 1, the 2-point conversion against Tennessee. He had the big touchdown late in the playoff game against Minnesota. And the Giants also successfully ran that 4-minute offense in fourth quarters this year to close out a couple of games.
Yeah, there's no question that if you don't have a stable running game, you're not going to be able to close teams out. We saw this years ago when the Giants didn't have a Saquon Barkley, and even though they had, adequate backs, they couldn't excel in that 4-minute running game. And so if you can't hold people off the field, you're going to put your defense in such a bad spot. So it's a big deal.
The Giants have placed a franchise tag on running back Saquon Barkley. Free agency begins next week. Stay tuned to Giants.com, the Giants mobile app, and all our social media platforms for coverage of that all week long.